Um, okay, so recording, good. Um, February, for me, it's over. February is over. You got like 48 hours or 72 because it's a leap year for February. For me, it's over. I need to start March. March also makes 17 years of me working as a cam model, and I still have no idea what I'm really doing with my money. Yeah, so yeah, let's plan the budget for March. Move me over here in the corner, and then I click on March. I use every dollar to budget. I'm working a Dave Ramsey-ish baby step plan that's come from Dave Ramsey and the financial independence community. And right now, both communities seem to have a $1,000 challenge, which is what I'm working on right now. That I have to start over because I dipped into it when it was not an emergency. I'm okay with that. It's okay because when I did have an emergency, I did have money to take care of it, which was back in December when I lost my key fob from my building, and it was not a good thing. I will move my giving category somewhere. Investing, saving, giving, spending. Okay, right. Okay, so when you press the copy button, it copies everything over, which was really, really cool. So I only have to do a few little changes in my budget and we're good. Now, my disability income, I still qualify for it. And as far as I know, based on the statement, I'm getting $14.49 for March, and it comes into my account in 2 days. So that's how I deal with my income. And then I have irregular commission-based income from working as a cam model, being an affiliate marketer, my YouTube channel, and I aim for a goal target of 12. Okay, so I wait. Okay, so this $4,333.33 is a target for me to aim to make $52,000 a year. Sometimes I never even get close. I never even get to 1,000 some months. But it's always there. It's always this target that I set for myself that I keep on track. And when income comes in, I add the transactions. Oh, nice. There's a note right there. I add the transactions of what actually comes in the month, and then I budget accordingly. It's an irregular income. It's a system that works for me, and some people don't like it, but you're not here. This is how I do my budget because it works out. And my crazy spreadsheet over here, it works out for all the numbers and tracking that I need to know and need to follow so that I feel like I'm in control. Like, I'm allowed a disability asset of $40,000. I broke down my $40,000 to be these numbers for these reasons. So literally now, every dollar that I'm making has a job of where it should be going, and every dollar savings account has a target goal that I need to contribute to. So this is how I do the budget. It works. I'm Davish. I made a Davish plan that works. It doesn't drive me crazy, and I just follow it and I move on. So what else is happening in March? March, my electric bill has a credit for $183. That is supposed to come in on top of my expecting tax credit of $67, which means that number now becomes an estimate of, oh crush, 183 plus 67.58, 250.58. So 250.58 is estimate to come in for March. So we now have an extra $185 left over to budget in a different category. Okay, that's good to know. That's basically how it works. Like, you know your household, you know what comes in, you know your checks come in, regular, irregular, all that stuff, just what you do. And then I made it now that I have to save towards taxes $1,000 a month in case I owe money to CRA for taxes. Typically when I file, I'm broke below the poverty line, so it's not like I really worry about taxes. I mostly worry about, do I eat food? Is the lights on? Do I have clean clothes? And can I have some fun? That's it. And then I set $50 now. Like, there's certain categories that just don't change my budget for the plan. Investing, I made sure that I break down the minimum contribution for my notice of assessment that says for my contribution room for my retirement savings, which is works out to be $472.67 a month. And then there's also carryover room from previous years that I can carry forward. It's a whole tax math calculation thing. Same thing with the tax-free savings account, because if I go based on my chart, it's a big number that I can contribute to my retirement savings and my tax-free savings. It's almost like over 6 figures, which is over $100,000 between the two of them that I need to gradually be investing so I have money when I'm 71 and not broke. Savings, we are still working. Here's the thing about savings. I spent money in my emergency savings account for a non-emergency thing in February. Not a great thing to do. It's what happened. I moved on. The month is over. Let's plan for March. So that means my emergency fund now for baby step 1. Oh, I can't change this number yet. Oh, this is no longer that goal. Let's see what I can change in here. So, okay, the goal is now $10,000. This is not 400. It's actually 0. Yeah, it's 0. 1 month buffer, that's also 0. My self-employed savings is also 0. So you can see I have nothing in savings for any of my saving accounts. That should be emergency fund, 1 month buffer, my rainy day fund. I have a leisure account, my medical and dental, purchases, travel savings, money I put aside for my consumer proposal. That's the only account that actually stays on target. I put money in there for my consumer proposal so I don't spend that money because it comes out on the 15th of the month. I move that money to my checking account and then I wait for that money to come out of my account. Investing, I set a target for that, which is my maximum, works out to be $11,672. Then another travel account. I'm not sure. Travel account, I want to travel, but I'm not aggressively trying to do all my numbers because everything just seems about the numbers and the spreadsheet and making money and then doing the numbers and the spreadsheet, and it's a little bit, hamster wheelie. Yeah. So giving, right. Well, I mean, if I plan my tithe, actually, this could be my tithe. I mean, I'll work out the tithe, but that makes sense. That way, nothing else in the budget is conflicted. Huh. Well, I like how that worked out. Because this is fixed. My housing cost is fixed. My food is fixed. $300 for groceries, what I plan. I boosted up to $100. This used to be $65. That's good. My bus pass increased, so that's $156. Sometimes I just put cash on it, but I make sure I don't put more than $150 on the card anyway. Transportation savings accounts, we're working on getting my driver's license. And then my everyday living, I dropped my laundry service $25. Clothing's $300. Grooming is $300. I increased my pocket money leisure account from $365 to $500 because I noticed if last month repeats itself, I may boost my date nights and fun and, legal marijuana out of that account. My medical account's 100, and my purchases for furniture, small appliances, electronics, transportation. I'll have to change that. Where is it? Purchases. Here, it's this. So we change this to this. So we do that. Oh, vacation. Okay, that's how my purchases work. Then my debt. Okay, so consumer proposal. You still pay your debts inside the consumer proposal, which is my student loan, the payday loan, and a credit card. Right now, that balance is 5,800. I'm trying to pay this off as fast as I can, so I'm officially debt-free according to Bankruptcy Trustee Act laws. But because the consumer proposal slows things down for me, let me move over. Because it slows things down for me, I get to focus on having $1,000 in my starter emergency fund. And then I can go gazelle intense on the consumer proposal. And I'm not as stressed as I was previous years. Like, yeah, because I have a great way of being in denial of things that stress me out because I cope with bipolar disorder. Or, yeah, it's just now I faced everything. I know what it is. Proposal, it's there. There's no collection calls. There's no garnishment of wages. There's no adding on new debt. There's no, yeah, like the whole borrowing money debt thing is done. I don't have to worry about it. I spend my cash. I track my cash. I make my cash. I invest my cash. And then if I feel like it, I'll go back and rebuild my credit. Because I've learned that in Canada, getting a house, you still have to get credit again, which means I have to save up, get a secure credit card, pay off the credit card like I'm borrowing money, and then increase my credit score so I can borrow more money. The whole dog chasing the wheel thing of Danry talks about of borrowing money so you can go back into debt to borrow money to go back into debt to borrow money. The fastest way I figured out to get a house is to do that. I have to get a credit card. I have to get 2 credit cards that are about $3,000 each, pay them off on time, then save money for a down payment, 20% down on a house, and then go to the bank or a mortgage broker to, track down the best rate for a mortgage and then go into home ownership. Or I never borrow money, or I borrow money just enough to increase my credit score so I can rent a better apartment in a better location, and then the credit card, I can cut it up or freeze it or whatever and be renting in my dream location, not borrowing money, increasing my assets, being a tenant and renting and still having a place to live and have more assets. See how I figured it out. It works for me. This is what we're doing. Um, there's really not much more I can show to you. Like, we plan for the budget. We plan to spend, oh, really? $6,000? Taxes, investing, saving, giving, housing, food, transportation, everyday living. Yeah, $6,000 is the plan. You'll see what comes in for the month. We noticed there's been maximum $2,000 that came in last month. Before that, it was 1,700 that came in the month before. It's a combination. It's about me, and then it's about money that comes in from other places, and then, you know, family may send money, they may not. It depends on their mood. Sometimes the money just shows up in my account. I get a text message, I sent you money, and yeah, this is it. Like, a lot less chaotic than before. I'm understanding I have a mental illness. Not everything's going to work out the way I think it is in my head. And I'm not gazelle intense. I'm moving forward. There's a progression. It may be slow for some people, but you know what? You can do what you want to do in your house. This is my life. So I will see you.